Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'll be walking you through how to prepare for an American business visa. So this video was requested by one of my subscribers. I did a video on reasons why you may not have been successful with your American visa application, and she commented, which you can find here by the way, or here, and she commented on the video that she would like to know how to prepare for an American business visa. So I've prepared a little bit of information for you. You may need to research more, but this should get you on the way. So the purpose of your intended travel and other reasons will determine the type of visa you want to apply for, right? So there are many different types of visa categories. So there's tourist and visitors visa, there is employment visa, study and exchange program visa, there is employment, I think I've said that before, and a few others. So let's look at the business visa, since she's interested in business visas. So basically you have two options. You can either apply straight for a business visa, which is a B1 visa. It is a non-immigrant visa. That means it's temporary, you're not going there to live. Or you can apply for a tourism and visitors visa, which is a B visa and comprises of a tourist visa and a business visa. So basically what you can do with the tourism visa is you can actually do business. So when I applied for my American visa, I didn't, even though I was applying to go to a conference, I didn't bother to apply for only a business visa. I applied for a tourism and visitors visa. Within that includes a business visa. So simply means when you are issued that visa, you can do business as well. Alright, so what is considered a business trip? So here's what I found on the embassy's webpage. So they consider attending a business meeting or consultation, attending a business conference or convention, negotiating a contract. There's one thing I want to point out is something I've heard before. Jamaicans applying to go buy goods to stock their store or stall in the market, and they got their visa because of this. So if you're a registered business, you're selling clothes or you're selling stuff that you source from America and you want to go shop in America, you can. If you're a registered business and you have a good turnover and you can prove, you can use that to say you're going for business. You're going as a business person to buy goods for your store. So I've heard that. It's not on their webpage, but I know people who have obtained their visa via this method. What will you need for your visa application? This is by no means all of what you'll need. If you bring all of this, they could also turn you down for the visa. But just for preparing for the visa, these are a few things that you'll need. Okay, so you will need a valid passport. Usually when you're applying for a visa, make sure your passport has at least 1 year or minimum 6 months validity. You're not allowed in a country with less than 6 month validity. Nobody wants your passport to expire while you're in their country, because that just gives you more time to stay there, and you know, you might become a liability to the country. So make sure you have a year's validity in your passport before you go apply for your visa. Next, you will need to fill out the non-immigrant visa application form. The form is called DS-160. So on the webpage, I'll leave the webpage, United States Embassy webpage, in the description box. You can find all these details, but I'm introducing it to you. Alright, the next thing you will need is an application fee payment. So on the website, they will instruct you as to how to perform all this. The next thing you'll need is a passport size photograph. The photograph should be digital, so you will upload it when you're submitting your application form. So in the case of a business trip, a perfect proof of travel or proof of your trip is a letter from your employer, the person who wants to employ you, the business person you're going to do business with. If you're attending a conference or convention, a letter from the organization. That's ideal proof of your trip, because they are saying that yes, this person is really coming to do business with us. Another proof that you'll need is your intention to leave the US, and this is, for example, an itinerary. So you can go to a travel agency. My mom usually pays 600 Jamaican dollars because when she's coming to Europe, she also needs proof to bring to the embassy that she intends to leave Europe. A good way is to have an itinerary. So go to the travel agency, get an itinerary. It costs about 600 to 1,000 Jamaican dollars, depending on where you are. And that will say that you're reserving a flight out of the country on this specific date, whatever date you give. Another thing is ties that you have in the country. So if you have house, the title of the house, if you have a car, your car registration, those are proof that you intend to leave the US, because nobody's going to, well, I don't know. It's for me, if I have a home, a car, a job letter is also a proof. Then I don't need to run off somewhere. So another thing that they're asking for, or they would like to see to make it more believable that you really want to go do business in the US, is the ability to pay your trip. So if the organization is paying your trip, they will need to prove that they're paying your trip, or they will need to state in their letter that they will pay for your trip. If not, if they're not paying for your trip and your accommodation and everything, your flight, then you will have to prove to the US embassy that you are capable of paying this, simply with a bank statement. They have a rough cost. I mean, all these countries, they have a rough cost of how much money people can live on for a week, for a month, for a year. So make sure you have sufficient money. Make sure you know what transportation costs. Make sure you know your flight costs. Make sure you know what hotel costs in the area that you want to go. And then you do a budget. Have an idea of all these costs. Make a budget, make a total, and then make sure you have that, matching that, and even more in your bank account. And so that when you go to the embassy and you show them this, they know that this person can afford. So these are just a few things that you will need when you are applying for a business visa. I will leave the link to the embassy in the description box. This is specifically for Jamaicans and for the countries that are applying for American visas in Jamaica. So this varies between nationalities. So this is specifically for Jamaicans. So I hope this video was helpful. I can't remember her name now, but she had asked for a business, how to prepare for a business visa to America. And I think this is pretty much what you'll need. And I guess the embassy will tell you if they need something else from you as an individual. When I applied for mine, I applied for the B1, B2 visa. So it's a tourist and business visa. So check that out. And I think this should help you a lot during that process and preparing for your business trip. All right, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for watching this video. And remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, do that and join the family. I'm sharing lifestyle, food, visa stuff, visa information, my processes that I've gone through, and it might help you on your journey. All right, thank you so much for sticking around. Have a nice day. Bye for now. Mwah.